We're at Purple Door with Renee Yohe. And Renee, I heard that tonight you're going to be doing music.
Yeah.
For the first time in like a bigger audience kind of a thing. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm extremely nervous, but
yeah.
It's definitely a big jump from the last few shows I had. Very small and intimate, so yeah, but it's super exciting to have the opportunity.
Yeah. I heard that it sounds a little bit kind of like Adele. Or, I mean, how would you describe yourself musically?
That's always been the hardest question for me, is trying to come up with like what I think it sounds like or what it would be, but it's definitely kind of jazzy and soulful. It has like this little modern twist to it. I know people describe it as like a modern Doors Day, and that would definitely be a big influence for me. Like I grew up with my mom singing like Que Sera Sera to me, and
oh, that's so
I
cool.
love all the classic like oldies and jazz and stuff like that. So it has a little bit of that flavor to it, definitely.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Have you written your own songs, or are you going to do any covers?
I am, because I just started, so I do have, I have 2 covers I think I'm doing tonight, and then the other ones are all originals. I have 4 right now that I've come up with, and yeah, it's been pretty cool. They just kind of like keep happening.
Yeah, no, that's great. I'm sure everybody's really looking forward to it. That'll be a nice treat. This is our first interview with you. Would you mind sharing some of your story?
No, not at all. I always struggle with like, oh, where do I start?
I know,
like,
yeah.
There's so much there, but I don't know, basically, in a nutshell, I would say.
Yeah, the nutshell version.
Yeah, from the time I was very young, I dealt with just a sense of oppression and anxiety, and started cutting when I was 12, and it was just kind of this downward spiral that happened very quickly. It was just basically like my way of dealing with things was to run away and to escape and not to feel. And I had a lot of things I didn't want to feel, a lot of trauma, and it just escalated from sports to cutting to from one thing to the next. It was drugs and alcohol and whatever would get me out of myself. But I realized that was just a vicious cycle and I wasn't going anywhere. I knew there was something better for me, like there was a purpose for my life, and I really just wanted to help other people. That really gave me that hope. It was like, this has the potential to help somebody else. If I can walk out of it, like I can share that with someone. And that's been the past couple of years. It's just been, me getting clean and continuously like working on that, and falling down, getting back up, and just sharing the hope that I have with anyone that I can.
So to have the support of so many people, does that help too?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, having a community of people around me, like, I think not so much on the big grand scale of things with the Detroit Love and Arms and that audience, that's kind of, it's been a lot more removed to me. Like, it's huge and I can't really fathom it. It's just like over my head. But the community of people that I have in my day-to-day life really help, having that support group. Yeah.
I think that's something that everybody needs. Maybe not identifying with the exact same things as you, but everybody has things that community can be such a support and a healing for. So what would you advise for people? I think when you get into your teenage years, there's so many decisions you make that can lead so many different directions, but for people who are in a place where they're looking for a community or they're looking for people to support them, do you have any suggestions for them? What they, would you recommend even looking for something like that?
Well, I think, it kind of intertwines with another question that I feel like people really wrestle with, or almost a frustration of feeling like, this organization or this group of friends came in and swept down out of nowhere and rescued me, and in reality it was like, I asked for help. Like, those people were in my life, and like I had to reach my hand out. And so yes, I would encourage people to do that, but nobody's going to come out. There's not a search and rescue team that's going to come and save you. Like, you have to want it. You have to initiate that process. And it's not this big grand thing. It's the person next to you. It's your best friend. It's your family. It's your church community. And it doesn't take 50 million people. It's just finding somebody you feel safe with. I mean, everyone's got, there's somebody around that's willing to listen, and if not, they have a lot of anonymous meetings, whether it's actual addiction or it's other substances, or they have a lot of support groups out there outside of your immediate group of friends for grief and everything under the sun. So that's just, you can look that up online. Like, they have meeting listings for like absolutely everything. So, you know, for the people that genuinely really don't feel like they have that, or they don't have people around, you know, it does exist. Like, there's a lot of different options.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We're really looking forward to you tonight, especially the music part. I think that's going to be like a super treat for everybody. So we're really looking forward to it. Thank you so much.